All righty. Next, we have Lieutenant Paul Davidson. I made a non-paid commercial for him earlier. He's the commander in charge of our recruiting office, and so he'll walk you through that particular process. Lieutenant, thank you so much. Thank you, Sheriff. And also, let me just say, he was also one of the guys doing a tough job within our correctional environment, and we're very grateful for him. But tell the folks about how to apply for a job with the Harris County Sheriff.
Thank you, Sheriff. I'd be honored to. It's a privilege to represent the professional men and women of the Harris County Sheriff's Office Background and Recruiting Division, and we are hiring pretty much for all ranks. You've seen some good examples here today of our detention officer ranks, as well as our patrol deputies, supervisors. We have a variety of jobs to fill and a lot of openings. Our role is one of the most important roles I feel within the Sheriff's Office, and that's to ensure that our recruiting efforts continue to meet the needs of the community. We understand how important our role is to keep our citizens safe in a variety of roles, and the many men and women assigned to my division, that's their sole responsibility. We take it very seriously. Some of our recent successes we've had to make sure we meet those needs. In the past year, just for example, we've hired 488 detention officers to join Lieutenant Anderson in her efforts. We've hired 61 communication officers to make sure that we have people there that can take the calls to respond and dispatch people like Deputy Jericho. We've hired 65 medical personnel, 16 clerical personnel, 31 professional, that's administrative duties, legal assistance, like that, and 79 entry deputies, and those are deputies who are going to go patrol, as well as 42 lateral deputies. Those are all that are continuing efforts to make sure that we have the right people out on the streets to make sure that the community that we serve is safe. We've had a lot of recent successes, like you've seen from this video chat. There are a variety of different personnel. We come in all shapes, sizes. One thing we're very proud of, we recently added a traditional Sikh from the Sikh community, a gentleman that was very qualified, and he's presently in our communications division as a communication officer, doing very well, and he's going to soon, probably within a year, a program I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, join the ranks of Deputy Jericho as a patrolman on the streets of Harris County. Now, one of the things that's a lot of people ask, how did I get on with Harris County? Well, like the sheriff said, we're recruiting in all areas. Very easy process. We make it as simple as we can. If you have any problems with it, you can call. I'm going to steal the sheriff's line he said earlier. We said, we have an app for that. We do. You start the process if you want to join the best, and that's what I feel we are. You go to www.hcsojobs.com. Very user-friendly process. If you don't have access to a computer, we've got a computer at our recruiting and background division. We've got personnel there that will be more than happy to assist you in filling out the application, starting the process to join the best. Again, that site is www.hcsojobs.com. The number of the recruiting division is 713-877-5250, and my number is 713-921-8891. Now, probably I want to save the best for last. There's an old story that occurred in a Baptist church, and the reason I will say this,
I want to hear this too, by the way.
A famous gambler came in after he had a successful night at the casino and dropped several $1,000s in the offering plate. Well, some people, some deacons said, well, you know, that's the devil's money. Well, the very wise minister said, well, that money's been in the hands of the devil long enough. It needs to be on the good side. We've actually, something I'm very excited about, is a program that we're doing in conjunction with the University of Houston downtown. The sheriff and the command staff have worked it out to use seized funds, no taxpayer expense. These are funds that were seized from illegal criminal activity. And just back to my analogy about money being in the devil's hands long enough, Money that was used for bad is going to be used for good. That's right. We're now going to use that money in the scholarship program to fund law enforcement training. People that meet the criteria that want to be deputy sheriffs on patrol with the Harris County Sheriff's Office, we're going to use those CEAS funds to pay for them to become peace officers and be trained to be people, good, productive society members and protect the people of our community. And that's something I think is a good thing. That money's been in the hands of the wrong side for too long.
Good deal.
Thank you.
In this program, for those of you who may be familiar with the ROTC program that is in most universities, where people get their education and then commit to 4 years of service to our U.S. military. By the way, hoorah to all of our military that's out there active and retired. We love you. Thank you for all you do. By the way, we're hiring veterans. We want veterans who are looking for a career and want to continue to serve the community. Call Lieutenant Davidson. We want to give you a job because of all the good that you've given us. But this program is akin to the ROTC program. In fact, I call it the SOTC, the Sheriff's Office Training Cadet Program. And this is where folks we will help them get their law enforcement license so that they can join the ranks of the Harris County Sheriff's Office and give Deputy Tyler some support. So please look into it, and we want you serving the community with this uniform. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Thank you. All righty. And the best for last, and that is the representatives of the largest Explorers program in the state of Texas, and only the second largest in America. And that is Explorer Pablo Garcia and Mariana Brown. You guys scoot in. You scoot over a little bit. These young people could have been couch potatoes. They could have been playing video games. They could have been out there playing at the park. But yet, look at the uniform that they're wearing. They look a lot like mine. And that's because I want them to ultimately be able to wear this uniform. If a young person, and I know that there's many young people today in middle school, in high school, that already know that they want to be a servant leader like those that you have seen before you today. They just don't know how to get there. Well, you become an explorer. You will get true training by our deputies on a weekly basis. You get to compete and show the skills that you're learning. And you do it wearing this uniform that Pablo and Mariana are wearing. Marina, are wearing. And you'll get to learn that training way in advance. The nice thing about this program is, number one, it could out there be giving their parents grief or giving the community grief. Yet they're here wanting to be good public servants. And they have to play by the rules. They have to keep their grades up. They have to participate with us. But when they do those things, then they call Lieutenant Davidson and say, I want a job, and we can hire them as early as 18. And we'll start them on a true career for public safety, with public safety. And so the other thing, too, about this program is that they are peer leaders. They're sending an important message to other young people like this to be a good citizen, be a good young person, be a good leader, be a good role model. And so I'm so proud of them. So Pablo, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Lieutenant, and then Lieutenant Brown, good to see you. Tell the folks about this program and how they can join you and what's required of them.
Thank you, Sheriff. Also, good afternoon, everyone. As he just introduced us, we're going to Lieutenant's Post 43 Explorers Program. Main provides how can we join Explorers Program? Very simple enough. All you have to do is visit our website, which will be www.hcsoexplorers.com. And if you log in, you'll see many different posts. But what you'll try to do is find the one that's nearest you. You'll go visit, probably start with some paperwork, and just kind of like a trial run, see if you like it, if it's for you. And so, you stay and then come and join.
Wonderful. Pablo, any thoughts?
I want to explain to you, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. I want to explain to you what we do and our weekly meetings. We have weekly meetings. Our meetings are every Wednesday from 6 to 9. and we'll have about an hour of a PowerPoint of a class, and then the rest of the time will be hands-on training. So we train in everything. We train in traffic stops, which would be the misdemeanor stops, felony stops, domestic disturbances, crisis intervention training. Everything that a regular deputy would do, we train. So by the time we get to the academy or we're old enough to be able to go, we have that training. So it's every Wednesday is our meeting, and yeah, that's a typical meeting for us.
We have 6 posts now, right? 6 posts. Which one's the best post? 43. Wouldn't expect anything else. But listen, I'm so proud of these guys. I really am, because we need to start people who have a true desire and a passion to do this important work, to know what the pathway is to get there. And so I'm so proud that they're giving up time that they could otherwise be using to sleep, eat junk food, or just be non-productive. But they're doing it because they want to serve you. And so we're very, very proud of it. So guys, thank you so much. And we're here having a Google chat, and too often we take for granted that everybody's got access to the internet, but that's not necessarily the case. And so we have a caller that we're going to take on, and this beautiful young lady is hello, CJ. Hi, CJ.
Yes, hi. I'm calling regarding some information and as a senior citizen with a disability, how to access more home security that's affordable for senior citizens, especially where there's situations whereby there's a parent entry into a residence inside, but then it's not apparent of how the entry was assessed.
Well, CJ, first of all, thank you for your interest. CJ heard about our Google chat, but she did not have access to the internet. And so we didn't want to not talk to her, but rather we thought we'd think through this technology to allow her to be part of this Google chat. So CJ, thank you for being a part of this. I'm going to have Lieutenant Dean here work with you on your particular question. And Lieutenant, what can we say to CJ and others like CJ?
Thank you, CJ, for the call. Basically, we have a very active crime prevention unit that handles your concerns. You want a home security survey? Just call our crime prevention number. Do you have a pen available?
Yes.
Okay, call our crime prevention unit at 713-759-9454. They'll come out and they'll inspect your home, backyard, and go over your entire home, and they'll give you a certificate if your home passes inspection. It also allows you to get a 5% discount on your insurance. Our crime prevention unit deals with things such as identity theft, burglary, sexual assault, and the whole nature. Basically, the whole focus around our crime prevention unit is to help you help yourself. And we focus on the crime triangle. In any crime, there's 3 major components. There's the victim, the perpetrator, and the opportunity. What we want to educate you on is how to remove the opportunity for these perpetrators out there to victimize you.
Well, and CJ, let me again thank you, and I want to thank Lieutenant Dean. He's also a recent promoted, so let's give him.
Thank you.
But let me just tell you real quickly that there are people out there that want to victimize. They want to defraud you. They are. I am so angry, and I dislike anyone who's out there trying to victimize our seniors in particular. So there's a couple of scams going on right now. There are people who are making phone calls saying that you've got a warrant by the sheriff's office and they were calling you and that you need to go online with a prepaid debit card and pay a fine. We don't do that. Okay? We don't make those kind of phone calls. And if you ever want to know if we're doing something of that nature, we encourage you that before you spend your hard-earned money on some kind of, or give anybody personal details over the phone, we ask you to please call your local law enforcement agency, the sheriff's office, it could be that place, and ask those questions. But there are people out there trying to take advantage of our seniors, and I hate that. And so please make sure you help me get the word out, CJ, to your neighbors and others around you, and let them know to please verify information that they may be getting with phone calls at their homes. Some people have actually said that they're me making a phone call asking people to pay a fine over the internet or to give me their personal credit card numbers and things of that nature. We don't do business that way. And so please be careful about that. And CJ, Lieutenant Dean is ready to serve you and help you with that home survey. So please make that phone call. We'll be happy to help. All righty?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And so, folks, oh, I love you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, folks, our Google chat is almost there, almost up to the end. Here's an important question that we've been getting a lot of. Some of you have heard about one of our good public servants, Deputy Jason Denham, who was recently hurt in a terrible traffic accident. He had his canine partner with him, Soars, and so people continue to reach out and extend their prayers for his quick recovery, and we appreciate that. We thank you. We ask you to continue to do so. Here's the latest that we have on Deputy Denham. He received some very, very serious injuries. He was really in the woods, and we were very concerned about him. So we're so grateful that we live in Harris County, Texas, because we have the greatest trauma surgeons, the greatest trauma facilities, in the world-renowned medical center here in our own backyard. And those folks are taking good care of Deputy Denham, and they are helping to put him back together and get him back as healthy as quickly as possible. And so his condition is stable. He has critical injuries, and every day he's taking a step towards recovery. But two things on Deputy Denham. One is that I want to thank all the people who participated in the blood drive that we did soon after his accident. It was it was undescribable to see the love and support that Deputy Denham received from citizens and his colleagues here at the Harris County Sheriff's Office, and I'm very grateful for that. The second thing is that him and his wife met when they were in the Army. They are Army brats. And so, one, he comes from good stock. He was one of our nation's finest, and we are always grateful to him and other veterans like him, and his wife as well. And so, I thank every one of you who have extended a prayer, a well wish, speedy recovery intention for him. And we ask you to do so because I believe that it's all your good and positive thoughts that are helping him make a speedy recovery. So with that, I am signing off. I'm honored to be the sheriff, and I hope this Google chat was informative for you and helped to answer some questions. But the long and short of it is, folks, we work hard every day to take care of you. So, do you have another call? No, I think that's it. So we're signing off. See you at the next one.